Was this what you guys wanted out of this game?
I think you can say safe for Howard if it works that way, but we had a good effort at times. The student showing was good to see. We just can't dig ourselves an 18-point hole against a good basketball team and expect to be able to win every night. We make mistakes on defensive end. We didn't execute and stay with our principles, and just kind of came back to haunt us down the stretch.
Zach, you want to answer that question?
What was the question?
Save for how it ended. On the whole, was the game what you wanted it to be?
No. A loss is a loss, whether it's in double overtime, whether it's in a blowout or a one-point game, or especially in this home, in this league, because your record defines where you're going to go. So what we wanted out of the game was a win, and what we got out of the game was a loss. So I think as a whole, we did not get what we wanted out of the game.
Zach, on that last possession, was it just you guys swarmed on defense? What were you trying to do that you knew you couldn't do, or what did you see there?
We drew up a play, didn't make it happen. That's basically what it came down.
What positives do you guys take from this?
We'll look at the tape tomorrow when we come for practice. Coaches will have some things we did well at times, and coaches will have some mistakes we made. And we just got to learn our lesson and try not to make those mistakes again. Princeton is also a good basketball team, and we can't make the mistakes we made tonight and expect to win on Tuesday.
The positive that we take out of this is that if we still control our own destiny. So we still don't have to worry about anybody else. We let one slide, and we have 10 games to one at a time control our own destiny. So it's still about us, and it always will be about us, and that's the positive.
I know that you all have had some short turnarounds to games earlier in the season. When you put this much into a game on Saturday night to have a game coming on Tuesday, what do you have to do to get all the levels back up to where they need to be?
Well, emotionally, I don't think it's going to be a problem. Obviously, this one is draining, double overtime, tough loss, but it's Princeton. First place in the league. It's Princeton. We're going to the Javelin Gym. It's Princeton. This is the team that we have the running counter with the record in the southeast corner of the gym. So don't worry about us emotionally. Physically, gotta get our stretch, gotta get the ice bath, do whatever. Coaches aren't going to be too tough on us in practice. It's going to be very mental. Zach and I know Princeton offense. We could run the scout. It's just a matter of everybody being mentally sharp for the next couple of days and staying focused on what they're going to do.
Can you speak to Fran and Miles giving significant contributions as freshmen in a double overtime game on Saturday night in the Ivy League? You've already played the night before, and you guys have been through it obviously a number of times. What does that say to you guys?
A sign of maturity, I think. You saw Miles not have his best game last Saturday night against Brown. Maybe he got him a little bit down there. But for him to come out and give a strong showing, we know he's a big-time player, and he's going to be good for us for the rest of this year, for the rest of his career. It was just it took him 1 weekend to make the adjustment to the back-to-backs, I guess. Fran, the same deal. They just got to come out and show that they can execute and play hard. And Saturday night, I believe, is all about who's going to be tougher, who's not going to make the mistakes down the stretch. I thought those two guys, gave us what they had.
I know
you mentioned about how games like this often are not won or lost at the end, but it's like the possession in the middle of the first half where somebody doesn't grab a defensive rebound or somebody does this or that, like the little things. Is that what makes this more frustrating? Because
It didn't come down to the last play. Whatever anyone wants to say. We, for whatever reason, dug ourselves, I think it was 17, 18. And I don't know what it is about this group. We just keep coming back, but if we were even, we'd be going ahead instead of coming back.
But do you guys feel like you've played a complete game yet? Like 2 good halves were defended well, ran the offense well. Has there been a game like that this year, or you're still trying to get to that point?
What? Last night was a pretty good game for us. I mean, not the same caliber of opponent as a Harvard, but still a tough, scrappy Ivy League team. I mean, you look around the country, how many teams are putting together perfect games where they play well on defense and offense the whole game. It's not going to happen very often. It's a rare thing. So, it's obviously something you strive for. It's something you talk about in practice. It's a goal as a team, but coaches understand. We understand that we're going to make mistakes over the course of 40 minutes, and the team that's going to win is the team who minimizes their mistakes.
I know you guys won't blame this one on the refs, but it's Saturday night, and there was a lot of foul calling, and then there's the 1-and-1 that turned into a 2-shot free throw. Does that affect you guys at all?
Don't put us in that spot. Write what you want to write.
So, do we have any more? You guys both, you've obviously played tons of Ivy League games. JT was saying earlier in his 6-7 whatever year career it is, he thought it was the best game he's ever seen here. For you guys in your career so far, just from the drama of the game and the emotions, obviously at the end weren't what you wanted, but how did it rank for you guys in your careers in terms of just the level of emotion throughout the game?
We don't care. We don't give it. Excuse me. We do not care whether or not we're winning by 30 however many last night, or whether or not we're playing a double overtime 1-point game against Harvard. I want to ring. That's it. I don't care.
All right. We'll end on